Hello, welcome to Asian Petrol. It is December 3rd here in Korea. It's about 6:45 p.m. So good evening to you guys. Today we have 2020 Genesis G70. So we wanted to also give you another night drive of this car. And our tester also has a 3D gauge cluster. It's not new. They had it added for 2019 year model, but just wanted to share with you what it looks like at night. It says a 3D gauge cluster. You can totally shut it off, put it on medium or maximum, but I like it on medium. We also have 5 different drive modes. It will change right here, drive mode selector. It will change according to the drive mode you select. When you do put it onto sports, did you hear it? Let me just show it to you again. The side bolster actually inflates to hold you in better place. Let me show you each of them. This is Smart. This is actually same as Comfort. Eco is a little bit weird. It's greenish. It's got that little gauge going on like this way. Not my favorite. We also have Comfort. Sports mode. The RPM goes like this. It's actually 3-dimensional like this. Custom. And also you can change the drive modes right here. Modern, Space, Edge. So you can do that here as well, but let's just put it on to link to drive modes because that's the easiest way to just change it. I like comfort mode, so we're gonna put it there for now. We also have a little 2 red dots here so that you can trace your movement, so that you can place 3D cluster, 3D information accurately, because you don't need to wear any glasses for this system to work, so that's pretty nice. We also have head-up display. Let me just turn it on. We also have something called Ultimate Package. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a rear carbon here and also on the dash. We'll post some pictures, and also around the gear selector. So it's very nice. Genesis also added in Micheline PS4S tires and also low steel brakes from Brembo, and they're charging about $2,700 for the ultimate package. And we also have rear carbon outside here too. It looks pretty nice. So guys, let me know if you think it's worth the money. I think it's worth the money. And we also have a very beautiful leather stitching, soft touching material everywhere you touch, but except this part. So everything is pretty much soft touching. Very nice leather steering wheel, leather everywhere, even stitchings here. So it's a very nice interior. And we also have physical buttons for the climate and media control system. I especially like this dial buttons here. It's very straightforward to use. You can actually use the dials to control the temperature here. So it's very straightforward to use. And this is fan speed, and you can circulate it. And 3-stage heated seats and ventilation seats. Let's just put it here because it's kind of cold today. That's for the rear and the front. AC button, air cleaning mode. So when you do the air conditioning turns on and kind of speed up the fan, so it just cleans the air inside. And let's just turn it off now. We also have 1 12-volt charging, auxiliary USB charging port, and also wireless charging pad. And we also have a cover, so it looks very clean. And we also have a shift-by-wire system here. And you can just push this button and pull to go to drive, push it to go to reverse. Just simply press on the parking. But there's no plus or minus button because we're given paddle shifters here. Let me show you pretty soon. It shifts very nicely. And, it's also nice to have this Just turn it off. This button that works as a sig button and also as a zoom in, zoom out. I also have a sound system by Lexicon. Let me just let you hear it. Sounds pretty good. Some commercials going on.
결국 내년
So lots of news.
보이거든요. 그런 부분들을
Some classic.
결혼 준비 잘 돼? 돌잔치 할 건.
So it's a very nice system, and you know, this guy also has a infotainment screen by 8 inches. It's the same size as a Stinger, but it seems like it needs to redo the interior because nowadays even Sonatas have 10.25 inch system, so it's getting a little bit smaller. It feels small, but except that everything looks and feels very luxurious. You still have some storage area here, one fast USB charging port here, and let me just turn it on. Some glove box here, and some cup holders, and very nice leathers. See red stitchings everywhere, very nice walk-in device. So that's what the interior looks like. If you do have any questions about the interior, let us know through the comment section. And we also have 2 memory seats here, some controls for the media and your phone, voice command, and to the right we also have some controls for the adaptive cruise control and ADAS. Okay, so that's what the first row looks like. We also have auto start and stop turn off button, ESC. We have a 2-stage ESC. One more. Okay, so traction and stability control disabled. So that's 2-stage. Auto hold, right there. That's the auto hold. And electric parking. So that's the drive mode selector. So I think I showed you everything. Let me just show you second row seats. Okay. So let me just show you interior all together first, and then show you the exterior. Okay. Well, I think I need to. Yep. So we also have a walk-in device here. I'm pretty glad. You know, I am 6'2", but you know, there's okay leg room, but headroom is a bit tight back here. You know, it's a pretty brand new car. They haven't even taken these stickers out yet. Let's see. We also have a fast charging USB charging port here. Air vents for the second row passengers because it's all-wheel drive. There's a big hump in the middle. That's actually very big. Same thing, a very nice leather and also red stitchings on the door trims and also on the seats itself. Okay, I thought that was my GoPro, but it's the other one. It's okay. Very lovely looking armrest, very cushy, but no storage area, just 2 cup holders. And we have no skid through because actually it has a 60 by 40 folding seats. And you know, I tried to find the what do you call it, the switch, but it's got no sunshade for the rear. You know, we usually have a motorized sunshade for the back, but this guy doesn't have anything. Okay, and we just have a regular sunroof on the top, so it's not big, so it opens that much. Okay. So I would say, you know, somebody put child to sit on. The window goes all the way, wow, for the rear passengers. There's 3-stage heated seats. Never seen a 3-stage heated seat for the rear occupants. Very nice. We also have a rear carbon piece on the top of the door trim, okay? So it looks very nice. Okay, let me also show you the exterior design. Okay, hold on. Let me just turn on the let me give the key to the Genesis so it does not get mad. Let me just turn on the turn signal. Let's start from the back. We have Genesis logo on the bottom. H-Track, our tester has 3.3 liter twin turbocharged gasoline engine, which puts out 370 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. It's same, it's got LED combination tail lamp. Actually, the turn signal and backup lamp is bulb type. Some reflectors here, lovely looking dual exhaust on the bottom. And let me just quickly show you the trunk. Of course, it's got power lift gate, and like I said, it's got 60 by 40 folding seats. Let me just put some B-roll for that one. And I don't know what this box is. Oh, that's actually for the Genesis G70 owner something. Okay, and we're given fix-a-flat kit actually. But don't worry, because if you get it from United States, there's actually space, so I think they will give you a spare tire, okay? And our testers, like I said, our tester has an ultimate package, so it's got rear carbon on the side mirror, and also they put, Michelin PS4S. I love these tires. It's the first time I've driven the car with 4S. It's actually got a very immense grip, and also this car also got low steel pads from Brembo, and brakes were just wonderful. I mean, I driven this car 2019 year Genesis G70 without the low steel pads. They were okay, but this one is very exceptional. I mean, I just wanna, I think it's worth the money. If you're looking, if you have ultimate package, you should get it with the 3.3 liter twin turbo, because it just handles a lot much better with the sticky tires, and also the brakes are just immense of grip. I like it. Don't know if you can see it. It's got black bezel headlamp system with copper accents. Still same thing. Turn signal on the bottom, and Genesis logo on the top. I love the the lines, hood lines coming down. Same Genesis grille, but this looks even outdated, because nowadays Genesis has a new grille on new Genesis G90, pentagonal grille that looks like a shield. So this could get a little upgrade, I guess. So still full LED headlamp system. This is DRL headlamp and high beam. So it also has an active bending light. So when you turn the steering wheel, it will actually bend the lights for you. So looks pretty good. We also still have a lovely looking chrome line covering the front end. Okay. So I guess they still wanted to make it look like a shield, because they put little plastic hexagonal. Okay. So, all right, I think I showed you everything about the car. All right, it's a little bit cold today. I don't know if you can see it. It's cold today. Okay, now let me put my seatbelt on. Okay, we're gonna go for a drive. Yep. Actually, it's not that dark today. Maybe it's a full moon today. Let me show you the headlamp system. This is DRL headlamp, high beam, and turn signal. And this is our surround view monitor. This is regular view, which I like. This is front view. This is front left view, front right view. This is rear view. Okay. So now let's go for a drive. Okay, now we're on the road with Genesis G70. This guy also has auto start and stop. Let me just show it to you guys. Actually, we have green. Let me see. Quickly show you. So it will shut the engine off to save fuel. Oh, okay. We also have auto hold, but I forgot to turn it on. And it's got the gauges, oil temperature gauge and torque gauge and turbo boost. I like this very much because it just shows you how much torque you're using and also turbo boost you're using. Also, it's got lap timer and also G-force meter. So looks pretty good. So it's got compass, tire pressure, attention level, and this is your ADAS system, like I showed you that one. So right now we're driving on comfort mode. When you do put it on the comfort mode, it really drives like a luxury sedan. It's very quiet. It's also got adaptive suspension, so it just rides very smoothly. And so when you do turn it on to sports mode, it actually tightens up the suspension. But this is still Genesis, so it doesn't give you harsh ride, but just a little, tightens it up a little bit, so you can a little bit feel it. And right now I turned off the active sound generator, but I can turn it on. Let me just put it on to enhanced and let you hear it. I'm not really a fan of the sound generator because I think it's too fakeish. Okay, let me just mute this guy because it'll just bug us. Okay, so yes, I don't want to get a ticket either. So let's see again. Where were we? Okay, active sound. So this is with enhanced. So I think it's sounds too much. So I just turn it off. Maybe you want to hear normal. How about minimized? So I just turn it off because I like the way it sounds naturally. So it doesn't sound bad. No need to have a fake sound, I guess. You can also choose your drive mode, custom mode, right here, and so forth. So we have 8-speed automatic, very nice system. I've driven Genesis G80, G90, and this one shifts faster compared to two other guys. This is fourth, third, second, third, fourth, fifth. So it shifts very nicely, quite quickly on sports mode. When you turn it back to comfort mode, like I said, it becomes very quiet. So the drive mode for Genesis G70 is very noticeable. So when you change it, you kind of notice, wow, But if you ask me, I like comfort mode the best most of the time, commuting and so forth. But sports mode is the way to go when you want to go fast. But I'm not really a fan of these three-dimensional gauge cluster. And there's no RPM gauge, right? There's this little things going on here. I just like to have it with the dials. So. Ooh. Okay, let's just put it onto sports mode. Okay. So what did I not tell you? This guy got adaptive suspension, so it will change according to the drive mode you select. Like I said, and also when you do turn it on to sports mode, the side bolster will actually hug you a little bit more to hold you better in place. I like that. Nice little touch on Genesis. And it also has a rack type electric steering system from Genesis and feels very agile. like I said, compared to 2019 year model, this guy got a ultimate package, which has few carbon bits outside and inside. But what's important is that Hyundai threw in Michelin PS4S tires, and also brake pads from Brembo, low steel brake pads. So I asked you earlier if Genesis will charge you about $2,700 for the ultimate package. I think it's worth it because it really makes this car feel more secure around the corner and also around on the braking. So if I were you, I would choose the ultimate package. I'm not sure if you're gonna have it in the US pretty soon, but if you do, it fits the car better because this car got it's a small car, but it's got 370 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. So that's a lot of power for this small car. So get the ultimate package so that you can get better brake pads and better tires. So, and I think I haven't calculated buying each of them together, but I think it will be more beneficial for you because Genesis will buy a bunch of together so they get it in lower price. Okay, so we all have also adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist. So as you can see, it's keeping the safe distance with car in front and also steering yourself. But like I told you, this is only driving aid. You're supposed to drive yourself, so always keep your hands on the steering wheel. But it's indeed very nice system. Just put it onto comfort mode like this, relaxing, very nice. Cabin is also very quiet, and we can just relax going for a long distance trip. Very nice. That's what I think about this car. What I liked about this car is, you can be cruising and very comfortable like this. And if you want, you can just put it onto sports mode and just drive the heck out of it. It's really fast. When I checked this morning, it would reach 60 miles per hour within just 4.8 seconds. And braking was also very, very stunning. It reached from 60 to 0. It's stopped in only 109 feet, so that was actually very nice. There's no cars coming either way, so also handles very nice. Ooh. So it's got tons of power. Oops, sorry. And because its peak torque starts as early as 1300 RPM, you can really enjoy the low-end torque coming from this 3.3 liter twin turbocharged gasoline. And it just accelerates very quickly but also smoothly. So it's a very nice car. Okay. So we just have lane keep assist. So let me try to push the car. So it will gently push the car back into the lane. So it's a very, very stable system. Let me push it to the right. It just smoothly, gently gets it back into the center of the car. It's a very nice system. As you can see, although it's got no pair glasses for the side and the back side windows, but it's relatively very quiet in here. So when you're just cruising like this in comfort mode on highways, it can be also very, very quiet and also very comfortable ride. So for two people, it should be very comfortable long distance cruiser, I guess. So it's very comfortable. And about the gauge cluster, I don't think you guys have this 3D gauge cluster in US or North American markets. It's also option here in Korea. But if you ask me, I don't think I'm gonna get it myself because all this graphics and three-dimensional effects kind of makes me dizzy. So I just like this comfort most the best. Eco, wow. Custom is just too much for me. So I don't think it should be a concern for you guys. So this I just would like to just have a 12.3 inch LCD screen. So yeah, I'll be just happy with just 12.3 inch gauge cluster. Okay. What about the fuel economy? Well, I checked it yesterday while commuting back from my house to work, back and forth. In city driving, it returned about 19 miles per gallon in the city. And when we were cruising on the highway, about 90 to 100 kilometers per hour, it returned about 32 miles per gallon. So, it's not bad in city driving, but it was actually very, very impressive on highway driving. I think it's because of the 8-speed automatic, and it also has the grill shutter on the front. Maybe it is all working together. Okay, so let me just turn it back to sport mode because I think I'm bugging everybody driving too slow, and just let you hear this 3.3 liter twin turbo charged gasoline engine. Okay, ready? So it's got lots of power. See, I'm using all the torque, and turbo is not even only halfway. So it still feels very stable even on very high speed. Wow, it's very fast. And this guy also has a launch control system. So it lets you do launches very easy and consistently. Our Tesla also has a 8-track all-wheel drive system. So launching this car was very, very easy. So I got like 4.8 seconds to 60, 4.9 seconds to 60. Slowest was like 5.1, I think. So it's very stable. I've been getting lots of 4.8, so that's what I say this car has 4.8. It also has adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality. We have a car in front of us. Will come to full stop on its own. Let's see, 2, 1. Okay, so if the lead car departs within 5 seconds, it will actually follow the car. But if it exceeds 5 seconds, it says push on the accelerator or this paddle. So we'll see the car in front depart. Let me just show it to you guys. When the car departs, we just need to press on the cruise control button. So then it follows again. So it's actually a very nice system. And you can have all this system with a 3.3 liter twin turbocharged gasoline engine. So it's actually very nice. I love this car. I would like to have this car as a second car, but can't do it. My wife probably won't let me do it. So it's actually very, very comfortable city driving, and also you can just turn it up to sport mode and drive heck out of it. And the tires, like I said, the PS4S tires are just amazing. And I drove the car with the Brembo low steel brakes pads first time, and it's just lovely. So if you can get the car, if you're like me, if you love to drive fast, ultimate package, I think is the choice for you guys. Okay. All right, guys, today we had a short night drive with 2020 Genesis G70. It still looks handsome, but maybe it needs a little bit more upgrade from inside. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with more car reviews. And before you leave, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys and good night. Let me just make a right turn and turn off my camera, okay? So, good night to you guys.